Alright guys, I'm finally doing a Christmas video! Hey everyone, how have you been? I know it's been a while. In my channel update, like Christmas channel update, my first holiday video was going to be going up the 7th. Clearly school decided otherwise, but it's officially the end of the semester, so now I am here to bring you the Christmas content you and I have both been dreaming of. I wanted to bring you guys my top 5 alternative Christmas movies. Obviously we all love the classics, but these 5 films I guarantee you are going to add a little bit of an extra punch to your Christmas movie night. My first movie is going to be Molly's Game, which was released in 2017. It's written and directed by Aaron Sorkin. Molly's Game follows Jessica Chastain as she plays Molly Bloom, a real-life Olympic skier turned poker princess is what she's called in the movie, who hosted these huge gambling games with some of the world's biggest movie stars, athletes, socialites, and like maybe the Russian mob. I'll let you watch the movie and figure out where that plays into everything. But the reason it's a Christmas movie is because it's set at Christmas, there's winter sports, but Aaron Sorkin, I've noticed this is a theme throughout all of his movies. He has these very touching like father-daughter moments, and that one of the through lines throughout Molly's Game is Molly's relationship with her father, played by Kevin Costner, which great pick by the way. Because of that heartfelt father-daughter relationship with the witty dialogue between Jessica Chastain and Idris Elba, and Idris Elba's relationship with his daughter, it's all very touching and heartwarming. You can watch Molly's Game if you're interested on Netflix. My next movie is Hustlers, which was released in 2019, last year. It is directed by Lorene Scafaria, fingers crossed that I pronounced that right, and also written by Lorene Scafaria and Jessica Pressler, who wrote the New York Magazine article for which the movie is based on. For those of you who know what Hustlers is, are you asking yourselves, did she really just recommend a movie about strippers to me for Christmas? You betcha I did. So this film is based on the true story of a group of New York City strippers who conned a bunch of Wall Street guys into taking their money, kind of exposing the crooks that they were. This movie is honestly one of the best that I saw last year. I think this movie really got dismissed and shut out of award season, and yes, this is the movie that I'm talking about whenever I say J-Lo deserved an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. Sorry, Laura Dern, I love you, but like, this was J-Lo's opportunity. The Academy snubbed her, and forever I will be trying to right that wrong for her. Darn you, Academy. This movie really hinges on the relationship between Jennifer Lopez's character and Constance Wu's character. Jennifer Lopez is kind of like the ringleader of their group, where Constance Wu is like her prodigy. It follows their struggles to be single moms, to make money for their families. There's this Christmas scene where they all like start making money because they've started their con, and they create like a family for themselves. And I am such a sucker for like created families, like between friends. I was crying in the theater, and that's the part of the movie that sticks out the most to me. This isn't a movie fundamentally about strippers. It's a movie about women who took their fate into their own hands, maybe through illegal means, but they did that anyways. Those relationships between the women, that's what really like hits home with this movie. This would make a great girls' night movie, or a great double feature with Molly's Game if you're looking for some like badass true crime women thing, which is clearly a theme I have going on with this video. If you want to check out Hustlers, you can watch it on FuboTV, Showtime, or basically any streaming service like Hulu or Amazon Prime where you have that Showtime add-on. The third film is going to be I, Tonya, which released in 2017, same year as Molly's Game, and it was directed by Craig Gillespie and was written by Stephen Rogers. I, Tonya is based on the real life of Tonya Harding, who is an Olympic figure skater who may or may not have been involved in a very serious injury against Nancy Kerrigan, her rival at the time. I think this is probably my favorite performance of Margot Robbie's, just because I typically see her in a lot of higher class roles, like in Wolf of Wall Street. So I think they really shine in this movie as she plays this rugged, hard around the edges woman, but gives her like a lot of heart and gives her a lot of reasons to root for her.
I don't think Tonya Harding was always treated humanely in the media. Tonya Harding was a little bit less polished around the edges, especially in comparison to Nancy Kerrigan, who portrayed the like ideal figure skater. So I think Margot Robbie adds a lot of humanity to that performance.
Also, Sebastian Stan and Allison Janney, who won the Best Supporting Actress for this film for this year. Both of them are fantastic in this movie. But beyond the cast, this movie has a really cool format. Characters will talk to the camera interview style, and then events will replay, and they'll break the fourth wall and kind of play around with the idea of what is real. And this one is probably the only one on my list that doesn't explicitly talk about Christmas, but with the winter sports, it's very winter based. If you're looking to watch I, Tonya, you can watch it on Hulu. Easy, simple, straightforward. My next movie is one that people always talk about. Is it a Christmas movie? Is It Not a Christmas Movie? And it is Die Hard, which released in 1988, directed by John McTiernan, and was written by Jeb Stewart, and was based on the novel by Roderick Thorpe. Even if you're like me and have never ever watched Die Hard, if you've watched a single episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, you've heard Jake talk about John McClane, why he's the reason Jake became a cop, and you know pretty much everything you need to know about Die Hard. But here's the rundown. Die Hard stars Bruce Willis as John McClane, a New York City police officer who is in Los Angeles for Christmas, and he goes to his wife's work party, which is attacked by German terrorists, and John must save both his wife and the other hostages with this entire Christmas party backdrop. So while it's an action movie, it has the backdrop of Christmas. The pros for it being a Christmas movie: it is set at Christmas, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Almost all of the anniversary marketing for this movie is at Christmas. So in the 30th anniversary trailer, it has snow falling over the 20th Century Fox logo, which rip 20th Century Fox, but there's Christmas music in the trailer, and then the final title card for the movie is like strung in Christmas lights. So that's just in that trailer. So that's all the case for it being Christmas. However, much like another not Christmas movie that's kind of a Christmas movie, Iron Man 3, which I love, it was on my honorable mentions list for this video. It's set in Los Angeles, so there's no snow in sight. It doesn't look like winter. And also, like Iron Man 3, it came out during the summer. So it came out in July of 1988. So is it a Christmas movie? Is it not a Christmas movie? I'm gonna leave that one up to you. You can tell me in the comments down below what you think. You can check Die Hard out on HBO Max, or basically any streaming service where you have an HBO add-on. My fifth and final movie is going to be Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or for those of you in England, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. The first Harry Potter film was directed by Chris Columbus. The screenplay for the film was written by Steve Kloves, which is based on the book by J.K. Rowling. Sadly, what I've realized in college is that even those that are in pursuit of like an entertainment degree like I am, some of them still haven't seen Harry Potter or seen Star Wars. I'm kind of just like, how? I digress. For those unfamiliar with the series, each Harry Potter film is a year in Harry's life at Hogwarts, so almost every single one, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe almost every single one has either a Christmas or a winter scene. The first one's just kind of the most iconic because it's Harry's very first Christmas at Hogwarts and his first Christmas celebrating with Ron.
Happy Christmas, Harry. Happy Christmas, Ron.
Like, also, I would kill for one of Mrs. Weasley's like sweaters with their initials on it. If you are looking to watch The Sorcerer's Stone, it is available to stream on Syfy, or if you have a SlingTV. Both of those, I didn't know there were things that had subscriptions, but if you have them, you're in luck. You are one of the only people that can watch the Harry Potter movies. I googled when Harry Potter will be on TV. So Syfy Network is going to be streaming it December 19th, tomorrow, and then USA Network is going to be airing it on Christmas Day. If you want a little bit of a magical Christmas, check out Harry Potter. With that being said, that's going to be the end of this video. Have you seen these alternative Christmas movies? Do you have other alternative Christmas movies? Are you really just like, I can't believe you're not doing a movie about Christmas movies? Don't worry, I will be, I promise. I am gonna try to stick to the upload schedule that I initially said I was going to. So Mondays and Fridays at noonish is what my videos will be going up. I don't know exactly when this one will be up, but whenever it is, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you in my very next video very soon. Bye everyone. Also, let me just pause to appreciate